Objection! Welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. This is Apollo Justice, Ace Atoinway.
Whoa,
What was...
fancy.
What episode is this, and how long have we been doing this?
Episode 2?
And we're on, like, the third trial. There's been a murder.
Third.
Of course.
Yep. Yes.
There's always been a murder.
Mm-hmm.
And it was some guy who cares? It's nobody important.
But-
Some foreign dude.
Yeah, that guy. Lettuce. Remain lettuce.
I love how some people are just like, I don't know. The victim never matters. Pretty much in most of the Ace Attorney games. It's like,
Whatever.
who the fuck was the
Just a
victim?
dead
Who
guy.
gives a fuck? I'm just trying to
Guy
win a
with
case.
the beard.
Yeah, everybody matters but the guy who died. Except for when it's like a main character. But that's rare. That's pretty rare. Alright, let's get this started.
Oh man, I gotta be the French girl. Fucker. You're gonna have to remind me how to speak.
Are you worried about that?
As worried as I just expressed.
Okay.
That's about it.
You can
Do
do
you have
it.
a stylus?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have as much length as I used to. So we'll just do this. Alright. Alright. Clavier. I'd rather... Diane! Okay, yeah, I like his bitchy. Diane, if that is your real name, boy toy. Yeah, there we go. That's my
Nice.
favorite form of clavier is bitchy clavier.
Yeah.
Alright. Your name and profession, please.
Oh!
So we didn't even know she'd be
Oh
the
wait,
first
she
witness.
doesn't have any right now.
Those
Okay.
have got to be stale as shit, Becky. I'm not eating them even. Those things.
I have a little clear container of almonds that I'm gonna.
Okay. Alright.
I'm a guy. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail the night the concert forum that night.
You'll get it. Haha, yeah. Emma seems tired somehow.
Security at the concert, you say?
Some security I was couldn't even stop a murder.
Now don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know.
Oh, God.
Why, I've sent people to the gas chamber for little more than a parking infraction.
Jesus.
I'm sure that makes her feel much better.
You found my panties, Polly.
Yeah, there you
Good
go.
morning, sunshine.
Yeah.
I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered. Shit. And we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please.
All right. Murder circumstances. Okay, the night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved in the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went to the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
It was lucky that the detective was the first on the scene.
But that door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I don't get it. How did they say that Mackie did it?
Looks like we need a bit more information.
Very well, the defense may begin cross-examination.
Murderous circumstances. All right.
The night of the murder, I was on security detail backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request.
The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yeah?
That's right.
What was the detective doing on security detail? Might I ask that? If it was the only concert.
My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even if they come from rock gods.
It was just a concert. What's the big deal? Prosecutor Gavin, why? Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day. You might say the stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall? Conspiracy? What? Well, isn't it obvious? My keys! That whole morning, no, the whole day was ruined! And it's all because someone stole my keys! I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again!
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into murder victims' hands on their own, hair forehead.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? If your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect!
Yeah, but he was on the stage.
Oh, let me lick out some gems. Yeah, love, slow acting, and new queen in it, waiting for you.
Saying something.
Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top? Jeez, what's the big deal? The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was, like a sailor, adrift on the sea of sounds. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task.
I see, I can accept that.
Well, I can't. What do you even mean all times on their hand?
Please, the testimony.
Only people involved in the concert were allowed in subway backstage.
What's wrong with licking up some jams?
We were let in though.
I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you.
I give the Fräulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again.
Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now.
Gee, great.
Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off.
So no other outsiders were there then?
And then, at the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. Wait.
Oops. But there we go.
I believe we were having a chat when we heard those shots.
You were the one chatting. I was eating stackoos.
Hey, no snacking in court.
And you're sure about the shots and where they came from? Lamwire's room? Lampshades? Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here. This'll keep you quiet.
Ka-dunk! Thanks! So, how about Emma?
We were there. Hard to be mistaken about that.
Please, either talk or eat. Not both at the same time!
Right, so after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. I went into the room filled with blaring rock music, and there was a
Rock?
blaring, yes.
Oh, is that gonna come into this because
Yeah, how do we hear?
When you say rock, are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days?
Where are you from? The 1930s?
Maybe.
That's right. When we went into the dressing room. Wow, I remember the whole thing like I'm remembering it in like an image or something. They piped sound from the stage in the back.
The pipe sound from the stage was, oh shit, fuck.
They
That
pipe
way-
in sound from back.
Okay, that way people in the back could hear when they're supposed to be on stage.
Did it have to be so loud? Jeez. You don't listen to Gavin ears with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I believe I always have the backstage monitors at full volume, boy toy.
But we walked in the room when she put her glasses on. The band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime.
If you could hear the music playing.
Then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi.
Ooh, yeah.
Including myself.
Anyway, I closed off the scene and I started my investigation. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
How can you know something like that?
Jesus. As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen. We know there is only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack. And I was standing in front of that door. So how could the killer have fled the scene?
You got inside a case.
There's only one possibility, the air vent.
Ah!
But that air vent was too small. Who could oh, my client, shit.
Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through door B. The only one who could fit through was a child.
A child, but who? What kind of child would have been? Oh, fuck, I did it again.
Remember, access to the room is limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed.
And of all the people involved with the concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child.
The defendant?
The pixie of the arpeggio fitted up towards the sky and disappeared from the scene of this crime. But that's just conjecture. Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there? You should know her forehead.
And there is another vital piece of evidence.
Evidence? What? What?
Marks were found on the airbag grill. Traces that it had recently been opened.
Wait, what?
And something else was found, quite clearly. The defendant, Becky Tobias.
What?
What was it? What was
I don't
it?
know. It went way too fast.
Damn.
What was found?
Order! Order! Order!
Becky Tobias.
His
Fingerprints.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, her forehead! What fairy tale does this suggest to you? Irk. Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is a pixie.
Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was the one whooping it up in the audience.
So this was his decisive evidence.
quite decisive indeed. I believe that's enough of that.
Guilty.
Yep, that's what he wants to do.
The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene.
Because there was not a single other child in that entire fucking concert.
That was allowed backstage.
What?
I
Does
guess
a
it doesn't
murderer
matter
need permission to get backstage?
if you can get in the air vent.
It could have been like a tiny person. It doesn't matter if you're allowed or not. Murder is not allowed.
Excuse me, I would like to get back to commit a murder. Please let me back.
I'd like to, yeah. The defense's theory does not hold up because you are not allowed backstage.
Murderers are always very polite about it.
All right.
Simple and decisive.
Ugh.
It's just like the rules about waiters and when they can leave a room. And with what? Which is nothing! I believe that we've heard enough to determine our verdict. Even if it...
We haven't even seen a murder weapon.
Even if it wasn't
Yeah.
in a hurry to make a hospital... Even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit.
I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough. Arg, it can't be over already.
Very well, I believe this trial is
Could you
finished.
imagine if that was it?
Yeah.
If the defense has no contradicting evidence,
You're really sucking here, Apollo.
Yeah, dude.
The prosecution has presented our proof clear and plain. Plain. Shit. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain.
Apollo! They've got us on the ropes already! We better come up with something quick!
Apollo's already got his briefcase and he's walking out.
Okay. I know. Think, what can get us out of this? We need evidence or a witness that can prove Maki is innocent beyond a doubt. Without that, gulp.
Mr. Justice, do you have contradicting proof that can overturn the prosecution's case?
I don't know.
Just saving.
That's a good idea.
If you do, you'd better tell us about it now.
This is it, and so soon. If I mess this one up, it's all over. The court wants contradicting proof. I'll fucking give it to you, fuckers.
We'll be right back with contradicting proof.